Hey guys, it's Retro Ruts. Thanks for swinging by. How is it going? I hope you've been out there doing some fig hunting and hopefully finding some good deals. It has been brutally cold here. This winter has sucked. So most of my hunting has been mostly online. Primarily I'm getting a lot of stuff off Whatnot. I know I've talked about it in previous videos, and I would highly recommend it. If you guys haven't checked out Whatnot yet, I will leave a description or a link in the description below if you want to click on that to get signed up. I believe it gives you $10 off your first purchase, so it's definitely worth checking out. So what Whatnot is it's an app on your phone, and it's live auctions. So they have all different types of collectibles, from comics, records, sports memorabilia, old video games, and most importantly to me, figures. So it's awesome. I've been getting a lot of great deals on there. It is in US funds for those of you in Canada, so it seems a little pricey when you're first looking at it, but you can actually get some really good deals. The first item, you pay a little bit more for shipping, but then any other item you're buying off that same auction, it's only an additional $1. So you could easily get 2 or 3 really good items for a good price if you know your pricing on your items. That helps a lot. But yeah, it's definitely worthwhile. I've definitely picked out a lot on there, so I highly recommend it. So if you get a chance, use that link below, sign up and give it a shot. But in the meantime, I have picked up a couple things over the last couple weeks that I want to share with you. I guess this is my first set of pickups for 2022. So let's dive right in and see what we got. So first two things I picked up, both of these I got off Whatnot, like I was saying, and these are a huge add to my Toy Biz carded Spider-Man the Animated Series. These I'm finding are really hard to find locally, and eBay prices are ridiculous for them. So finding these, even on Whatnot, it's pretty hard to find, but I was really glad to find these because I've never actually seen these in the city carded. So first one I was able to pick up was Doctor Strange. Pretty cool figure. It comes with like a magic orb thing. I don't know what they call it here. Sculpting is okay on it. This was probably the 4th or 5th wave, I would think, for this line. But a cool figure to add. He was in the show for, I think, 2 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was in the one with Carnage in that. So a cool add-on. I only want to get figures for characters that were actually in the show. I think there's probably a couple that weren't. So that's my big focus, and they really have to be the Spider-Man the Animated Series. I know there was other carded ones that were the same type of figures, but these are the ones I want for my collection. So I got that, and then my second one, which I've never actually seen this one in person, loose anywhere, is the Chameleon. Pretty good shape. Card's a little banged up in the back, but I got a really good deal. I think I picked him up for like $15, maybe $20, somewhere around there with the shipping and the exchange. So that's a really awesome deal on him. I never see him in the wild. So with this guy, it's cool because he has alternate heads you can put on. So he's got Venom, Spider-Man, and Jameson. So kind of a cool add. So I believe in regards to like the Sinister Six, I think I only need Mysterio now, which for some reason, well, I guess in Shock, I have Shocker loose but not carded. I've seen Mysterio carded a couple times, but he is pretty hard to find. And Shocker, I can't find him carded anywhere. I don't know if it's a rare one or whatnot. Like I said, I do have him loose, but I cannot find that one carded. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I feel like it's going to be pricey though, so fingers crossed, and we'll see what happens in the future. Next, I got some. Of course, I'm gonna have some turtle figures. It's Retro Ruts. He loves his turtles. That's my jam.
We're in a sewer. I'm going to talk about the turtles.
Amy, his first thought was about the Ninja Turtles.
Come on, Terry. We were in a sewer. He's guns to think about the turtles.
Yeah, I'm guns to Terry.
So some of the ones I picked up recently. This guy, if you remember before, back in the summer last year, I had picked up one loose, which was a Monty Moose. I wasn't complete, but I didn't realize until I got home that his antlers were broken. So I was able to pick up a semi-complete one with his little sidekick, Bob the Beaver. Kind of hard to focus there. So he's got his sword, he's got his gun in his holster here with his belt. So the only thing he's missing is his handcuffs. So overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this guy. It was another whatnot pickup, really good price on him. So hopefully I can find the handcuffs in the future. If not, no big deal. It's still good to have a semi-complete one. I find this Bob the Beaver character really funny. Back in the 90s, we had like these kind of puppet television hosts or personalities that kind of were like hosting stuff in between episodes of cartoons that were on the weekends and after school. So there was this one character, I think it was Bucky. No, the Beef. It was Bucky and the Beef. So
Watching our favorite shows as soon as the rooster crows, Saturday morning creeps in. Here's Buckley and Beef to say.
It was the Beef. So this kind of reminds me of a pissed off version of the Beef with a gun. Okay, so next in that line, I picked this one up a little while ago, but I was finally able to complete him. Is Sergeant Bananas, and he does have his gun there with him. And then his sidekick, Larry the Lemur. It's a really kooky kind of character. He does have his belt, so he is 100% complete. Really cool character. Lots of awesome sculpting on this guy. From the banana on his hat to the weapons on his belt. He's got like a pineapple bomb. I guess his belt is actually a snake. He's got a banana in the back there. So really cool, fun, crazy sculpt. I don't recall him ever being in the show. Might have been in the comics or just one of those afterthought characters that they use to sell toys. But he's a pretty uncommon one to get. Looks really sweet. I can't wait to put him in my my turtle display. Okay, next two I picked up. These were part of the military turtles line. So the first one I got here is Pro Pilot Don. So he's supposed to be a fighter pilot. So there is actually a Turtles bubble bomber vehicle that I believe he kind of goes with. So he's got his little parachute there. He has an American flag, which is ripped. So I got to see if I can kind of fix that up or see if I can get a new sticker for that. He's got his helmet with his oxygen mask. And then he's got his little purple, it almost looks like a paper airplane gun. So it was cool. I had bought a lot back in the summer that had most of his accessories, but not him. And then I randomly found him in a, I think it was like a $1 bin or a $5 bin summer. And then I bought another lot, which about a week or so ago, that had his gun. So he is now 100% complete. And then next, for the military turtles line I picked up, was Midship Mikey. So it kind of looks like a typical World War II pilot, or sailor. So cool sculpt on him. He's got fish in that. He's got the big bell-bottom pants. He does have his military pack, I guess you want to call it, or his rucksack. I don't know what they would call this, actually. Looks like he's got an oar of some type. And then a little character. And believe it or not, this character's name is Sewer Seagull. Not super original, but he's a cool little wacky character. I always love these sidekick characters. They're really awesome to see. It kind of reminds me of the Kenner Ghostbusters, all the little ghost companions that used to come with those figures. So it's kind of cool to see that, and it's really hard to find them. Usually they don't survive or come along very often. Then just randomly, a guy locally had gone to a thrift store and picked up some things and reached out to see if I was interested. So he had found 4 complete, well, semi-complete racks for Ninja Turtle accessories. So these ones, from what I can tell, are pretty much complete except for the main weapons that would have come. So, like, you know, the size for Raph, the bow staff, the chucks, and the katanas. It looks like those were the ones that were taken off. But I got them for $10. So these were for $2.50 each. That's a good deal. So I'm gonna clean them up a bit, and then they'll look good all standing in the my sewer playset afterwards. So kind of a nice score. So thank you to the guy who I scored those off of. He's also got me some other stuff in the past. So it's always good to make those connections locally, because you never know what someone's gonna find that someone might not be collecting, and maybe you can get a good deal off them, and vice versa. Maybe you have something they want. So it's always good to make those connections, guys. Next, actually, this was an awesome, I guess, win or gift, whatever you want to call it, from when I bought the Midship Mikey off Whatnot. I had one Hordak from the Masters Universe retro collection. I forget what they're called off the top of my head. And I got that from NARC, from Not Another Retro Channel, who's a YouTuber, a big YouTuber, and he does Whatnot auctions. So thanks, NARC, for this. This is awesome, man. It's gonna go in my Motu collection. So cheers, bud. And then last week on Facebook Marketplace, someone had posted 2 of these up online for $10. So again, a no-brainer. And when you see those kind of deals, you got to jump on it. So they had 2 of the TMNT foot cruisers. Again, they're missing most of the accessories on them, which is fine. I'll try to piece one together, but for $5 each, like, that's a steal. This one is has a little bit more than the other one did. So this one I might try to make as a project car. By project, I mean I'm going to try to piece it back together. I do have the gun part that goes in the back, but I don't have the tripod it sits on. So I got to build that, get a couple more parts to it. But overall, it's in really good shape. Stickers look great. So that one I'll work on. And then the second one, that's going to be my, I guess, project car. So what I kind of have in mind is I want to convert it and paint it to make it look like one of the cars that the Neutrinos would have had in the Turtles cartoon. Because in my mind, that's what these should have been. And you can even see on the bottom, like, you can flip these wheels in, like so, to kind of make it look like the flying car. So I'm going to do that. I'll probably paint it, take it apart, strip it, paint it blue, and then maybe in my display I might have it kind of hang by fish wire or something, and maybe put the Neutrinos in it. So we'll see. That's kind of a fun project I'm working on. So I'll keep you guys posted and see what happens. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, and give me a thumbs up or a subscription, it would be greatly appreciated. I always love seeing the support. But in the meantime, be safe, and until next time, I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Man, I love being a turtle.